Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, my name is Naedha. I'm from STKIP Hikmah Surabaya. So today we are going to learn about audio lingual method. Okay, this function of this method is to emphasize the students' listening and their speaking skill. Okay, actually there are several techniques that we can implement in class. For the first, repetition drill. We as teacher, when we want to train their pronunciation, like we provide like one sentence and ask the students to repeat it. If the students do like mispronunciation, we as teacher must correct it or guide them to have a good pronunciation. For the second technique is substitution drill. Substitution drill, it means that when we as teacher, we provide a sentence and we ask the students to change a word. Like for example, my mother go to market, and we ask the student to change the place. Like my mother go to mosque, something like that. Okay. And the third is dialogue memorization. In here, we can find like a dialogue inside the book, and we can ask the student to make a pair and ask them to memorize the dialogue and ask them to perform in the front of class. If there's like mispronunciation, misgrammatical error, we as teacher can help them, can guide them, something like that. And for the fourth, chain drill, it means that when we are trying to attract the student, like by greeting, ask them, how are you today? How do you do? So it can make the student to be active in the class. Okay, for the next is complete the dialogue. It deals with the listening test. When the teacher provide like the recording, and we give the students like a worksheet, and there is like a blank space, and while the students listening the recording, they have to complete the blank space, something like that. So it can train their writing, it can train their listening too. And then for the next is use of minimal pairs. It means that we provide like two words that have almost or similar pronunciation, like think and think. Berpikir dan sesuatu. Think. Yeah, we can guide them by give them like the difference between both of those words, something like that. And then for the next is transformation drill. We as teacher, we can provide like, actually there are positive, negative, and interrogative sentence, right? So for example, we as teacher, we provide like a positive sentence, and we can ask the students to transform it become a negative or interrogative sentence. Okay, for the next is Q&A drill. Actually, when we are talking about a text or narrative text, recon text, there is like a question: what is the moral value of this text? What is the main purpose of this text? Something like that. So this point is talk about when we are trying to give several questions deals with the text, something like that. And the next is backward build up drill. When like the students face like several problems, like when they convey their conversation with their friends, where they try to convey the dialogue with their friends, we as teachers try to help them if there is like mispronunciation, grammatical error, and something like that. So actually, in audio lingual method, based on what my explained in the first, we just need to emphasize the listening skill and speaking skill. Moreover, we can train their writing skill, even their writing skill, but it's not too much. We just need to strengthen in the listening and in the speaking skill. Okay, thank you. That's gonna be all from me, guys. I hope you can implement it in your class and you can enjoy with this method. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.